The trailer opens with a sharp beat and a dark tone, and then we see Kanan, standing in silence, staring at someone with a look that says more than words ever could. He's changed. The kid from the early seasons? Gone. Now there's fire in his eyes, the kind of fire that means something dangerous is coming. And it's not just Kanan, the entire family is on edge. Rack looks colder, Lulu is angrier, Marvin's trying to hold it together, and Jukebox, she's quieter than ever. But that silence? That's the loudest warning. Asterisk, the trailer wastes no time. In just under 2 minutes, it shows a lot, but doesn't explain everything. That's what makes it powerful. The first scene shows Kanan walking down a street alone. No music, no talking, just the sound of footsteps. He passes someone, and for a moment, both stop. The tension is heavy. It tells us that Kanan isn't sure who he can trust anymore. Maybe even himself. Next, we see Rack, and she's not smiling. She's standing in front of a new building, watching people move in and out. She isn't speaking, but we can tell she's watching her empire change. Maybe fall apart. Maybe grow into something new. But the look in her eyes says she knows someone is coming for her. Lulu appears next. He's in his music studio. But this time, it's not filled with beats or joy. It's dark. He's yelling at someone, maybe himself. Maybe crowns. Memory is still haunting him. He smashes something on the table. That rage? It means something big is breaking inside him. And Lulu, when he breaks, he doesn't stay quiet. Then we see Marvin. He's sitting alone in a car, holding something in his hand. A photo, maybe. He doesn't speak either, but this version of Marvin looks different. He looks tired. Not weak, but like someone trying to hold on to peace in a world that keeps pulling him into violence. In one blink and you miss it shot, we even see him hugging someone. A daughter? A friend? Or is it his final goodbye before something terrible happens, and then comes Jukebox? She's in a church, dressed in black. She's staring at a coffin. The camera doesn't show the face of who died, but her face says everything, loss, pain, and maybe a little rage. Her story this season might be quieter than others, but her silence is building into something loud. Something dangerous. Detective Howard isn't missing either. He appears in a hospital, speaking to someone off-screen. His voice is calm, but what he says sends chills down your spine. You can't lie forever, even in this business. He's not playing games anymore. And we all know, once Howard starts digging, secrets come up and people get buried. The trailer also drops a few surprises, new characters flashing across the screen. One looks like a rival drug boss. Another looks like a possible ally or a threat wearing a friendly face. A man with a scar across his cheek says, "You think you're hard, boy? I've buried harder men than you." That's not just a line, it's a warning. Kanan's about to face people who aren't scared of his name. In one final moment, we see blood, a staircase, dripping red, no context, no words. Just a handprint sliding down the wall. That one shot may be the biggest teaser of them all. Someone dies. Someone important. And the fallout will change everything. This trailer doesn't just hype Season 5, it promises war. A war not just on the streets, but inside each character. It's not about who has the most power anymore. It's about who survives the chaos. That power brings blink, and you'll miss it. That's the beauty and danger of this trailer. Every frame hides a deeper meaning. It's not just about guns, stairs, and street power. Season 5 is hiding something underneath the surface. And it's all there, in plain sight. Let's start with Rack's new territory. Did you notice the colors behind her in that scene? The buildings are covered in green and gold paint, two colors that don't just pop visually but represent wealth and rebirth. But that's not random. Rack is standing in front of a place that looks rebuilt, different from the old neighborhoods. Could this be her trying to clean up her image? Going more legit? Or is she planting her empire somewhere fresh, where no one knows her face? Either way, it's a power move, but also a risk. Because a new empire means new enemies. Now look at Lulu's studio. It used to be filled with music posters, warm light, and people with dreams. In the trailer, it's cold, dark, almost lifeless. There's one shot where the lights flicker, and Lulu stands completely still in the dark. That flicker? It could mean a few things. His mental state is unstable, Or maybe someone's watching him. That light is a warning, his world is no longer safe. Even in the space he built for peace, there's a strange graffiti symbol behind Kanan, during a scene where he's walking past a train yard. A red snake wrapped around a crown. That image only flashes for a second, but the meaning, deep. The snake is betrayal. The crown is Kanan's legacy. Together, it screams one thing. Someone close to Kanan might be planning to take the throne. Or worse, stab him in the back. We've seen this theme before in power stories. Loyalty turns deadly. Let's talk about Jukebox. Her scenes are minimal, but that makes them more powerful. There's one quick clip where she's holding a music tape labeled Mom's Voice. That alone is enough to stop hearts. Has she found a message from her mother? Or maybe something from her past she's finally ready to face? There's also a soft glow of blue light in that church scene. Blue is often used to show sadness, reflection, or spiritual awakening. Jukebox may be stepping into her own power, but through pain. Another moment that many skipped. Marvin at the dinner table. He's alone, again. But on that table sits two plates, one with food, one untouched. That's not just sad, it's storytelling. Is he waiting for someone who isn't coming? Is it a nod to his broken relationship with Jukebox? Or is it deeper, maybe someone close to him disappears or dies, and this empty plate is a quiet memorial? In the background of one scene with Detective Howard, there's a board filled with crime photos. But zoom in and you'll notice one blurry picture of a kid, not Kanan but a younger boy. Could this be Howard digging into more than just Kanan's past? Is there another secret child? Or someone from Rack's earlier life that Howard is ready to expose? Also, the trailer ends with a quote from Kanan himself. Power don't make you safe, it just makes you a bigger target. That's not just a catchy line. It's a full warning. Season 5 isn't about gaining control. It's about what happens when everyone's aiming for your head, and you can't trust your own family to stand beside you. Finally, there's the use of shadows in this trailer. So many scenes show people, half in light, half in dark. That's symbolic. These characters are caught between choices. Some are trying to walk away from the game. Others are walking deeper into it, but no one is fully clean. No one is truly innocent. This trailer doesn't just tease action. It quietly screams that every move in Season 5 will come with consequences. Those who pretend they're ready probably aren't. What if power is no longer enough? What if every choice these characters made is now turning on them? That's the silent message hidden behind every scene in this trailer. Season 5 is not just about crime, it's about identity, about family, about the damage done when loyalty turns into a trap. And for each character, this season might be their final test. Let's start with Kanan. He's no longer watching the game from the sidelines. He is the game. But he's also torn. We see it in his eyes every time he stares at someone too long. There's a moment in the trailer where he's holding a gun, but not pointing it. He's hesitating. That's rare for Kanan. It suggests doubt, guilt, or even fear. Maybe he's realizing that power without love means nothing. Or maybe he's caught between pleasing his mother and becoming something else entirely. This season, Kanan is at a crossroads. The boy who didn't know who to trust is now becoming the man who doesn't care unless something breaks him first. Rack, on the other hand, is colder than we've ever seen her. She's not raising a son anymore, she's raising a kingdom. But what happens when the kingdom no longer listens to the queen? There's a scene where she sits alone in a car, tears forming, but she wipes them away before they fall. That one move tells us everything. She's slipping but refusing to look weak. Her grip on the streets is slipping too. And with Kanan growing more independent, Rack might discover that the person she raised could also be the one to ruin her. Now look at Lulu, he's unraveling and fast. His passion for music used to be his way out. Now it's a battlefield of broken dreams. In one part of the trailer he says, I tried to do it the right way. That sounds like a man who's done trying. His eyes look heavy, like someone who's lost more than he admits. The way he smashes the mixing board says he's done playing nice. This might be the season Lulu goes full dark or walks away forever. Either way, his arc looks tragic, and Marvin the surprise of last season. He made us believe in change. Anger management, therapy, even tried to fix things with Jukebox. But this trailer shows a man struggling to hold on to his progress. There's a powerful shot of him punching a wall, followed by him lighting a candle. At a memorial, that's not a coincidence. It looks like Marvin is about to lose someone, or maybe already has. His journey might be the most emotional this season. Redemption is hard to hold when pain keeps knocking at your door. Jukebox is growing in silence. No yelling, no tears, just that deep, quiet pain we've seen before. She's no longer looking for acceptance. She's turning into someone who accepts the pain and uses it. That tape labeled Mom's Voice? That's not nostalgia. That's fuel. She might be preparing to finally step out of everyone's shadow, including Kanan's, and that should scare everyone. Because when Jukebox stops needing love, she starts demanding power. And Detective Howard's still the wild card. He's alive, recovering, and very aware of every lie floating around him. His quiet threats in the trailer don't need loud guns. Just his eyes are enough to send a chill. This season, Howard may not just be chasing the truth, he might be ready to destroy everyone who tried to bury it. And if Kanan finds out the full truth about their bloodline, it could tear everything apart. Or bring father and son together. For something even more dangerous. What ties all of them together? One word: consequences. Every lie, every bullet, every betrayal, they're all coming back in season 5. And the most painful part? It's not who dies. It's who survives and has to carry the weight. The waiting ends now. After months of silence, the moment fans have been begging for is finally here. Season 5 of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, is officially dropping this fall, with the release date confirmed for insert official date once announced. But don't let the calendar fool you, this isn't just another season. This is the most personal, most dangerous, and possibly the final turning point for every single character we've come to know. Season 5 promises a darker shift. The trailer doesn't just tease more violence, it promises more emotional explosions. Family ties are going to snap. Secrets will be revealed not in whispers but in bullets. And for the first time, Kanan's story won't just be about him trying to figure out who he is. This season, everyone else will learn what Kanan has become. Let's talk structure. Based on production leaks and insider reports, Season 5 will return with the standard 10-episode format, but each episode is said to be more intense, more layered, and more focused on internal conflict than ever before. Showrunner Sasha Penn hinted in a recent interview that this season was written as if it's the beginning of the end. That doesn't mean it's the final season, but the tone is shifting. The stakes are higher. The walls are closing in. Expect more time jumps. The trailer showed Kanan in a few different styles, different outfits, different moods. This suggests a faster-moving timeline. We're likely going to see major character changes in short bursts. Think of it like chapters, each episode revealing another layer of who these people really are and what they're willing to sacrifice. New cast members were briefly teased too. A mysterious woman appears beside Rack in 2 scenes, once in a high-rise, once at a funeral. Who is she? A new partner? A threat in disguise? And there's a new young man following Kanan closely. Could he be a younger sibling? A cousin? Or someone Rack planted to keep tabs on her son? And yes, expect returning faces. There's strong speculation that some Season 1 characters thought to be gone for good may reappear. That brief shot of a man walking into a bar with a limp? Fans believe it's unique survived and back for revenge. If true, Season 5 could flip everything we think we know, but perhaps the biggest takeaway from this trailer isn't just who's coming back, it's what's breaking down. Every single alliance we saw being built over the past 4 seasons. It's now fragile. You can feel it in the way Rack talks to Kanan. You can see it in the way Lulu avoids eye contact. You hear it in the silence between Marvin and Jukebox. Season 5 isn't about building an empire anymore. It's about surviving the collapse of 1.starz. Confirmed the premiere will be available on both their network and streaming platform. Episodes will drop weekly, which means we're in for a slow burn, with each week bringing more chaos, more heartbreak, and more betrayals. If Season 4 ended with questions, Season 5 is ready to deliver answers. Painful, unforgettable, and maybe deadly answers.